welcome our first student, Lynn Scattereggia. Let them hear it, Lynn. Wow, thank you for that. I'm a little nervous. My girlfriend gave me this as a Christmas present. And Les, I got to tell you, if she's not or doesn't approve of my performance, she's going to want a refund. And not just the tuition either. She's going to want the 2-drink minimum and valet park. I'm from New Jersey originally. Hey! Oh, you escaped too, huh? But I love Sarasota, being down here on the Sun Coast. It's a lot of fun. There's so much to do. And not just the beaches. The Ringling Museum. It's a great place. So many beautiful paintings and sculptures. I was there the other day, and there were these 2 very well-dressed elderly ladies, and I overheard them. One said, "Did you see the statue of the naked man? I can't believe that they displayed that in here. His penis was so big." And the other lady said, "Yeah, and it was cold, too." I have neighbors who are senior citizens, and they're starting to have trouble remembering things, so their doctor said, write things down. So they're watching television. The husband says, "I'm going in the kitchen. You want anything?" And his wife said, "Yeah, I'd like a bowl of ice cream." And he said, "Okay." She goes, "Are you going to write that down?" "No, I don't have to write that down. A bowl of ice cream. I got it. But I want strawberries on my ice cream, too." "Okay. You sure you're not going to write that down?" "No. Strawberries, ice cream, bowl. Got it." "Okay. But I'd like whipped cream on top." "Okay. I really think you should write it down." "I do not have to write it down. I got it. Jeez." Goes in the kitchen. 15 minutes later or so, he comes out. "Here's what you wanted, dear. 2 eggs, over easy, crispy bacon." She looks at him and she goes, "You old fool. I told you to write it down. Where's my toast?" They had a very contentious relationship, and they were very loud. I remember one day I heard them, and she was screaming at, "You no-gut son of a bitch! I can't stand you! Get your shit! Get out of my house! I hate you! I hate you! I never want to see you again!" So he's packing his stuff up. She goes, "I hope you die a long, slow, miserable, painful death." And he looks at her and goes, "Oh, what? Now you want me to stay?" You've had that happen to you, right? I have. When I was young, we had family gatherings, and I had an Uncle Carmine, who, old Italian guy. He had lots of hair everywhere. He was like a frickin' woolly mammoth, you know, one of those things. If he was a today's man who gets, you know, like manscaping and stuff, you'd have to lie him down and take a weed whacker just to get started on the guy because there was so much hair. I was never really sure of what he did for a living. He worked for some guy, Don something or other. Don had a bookkeeper who skimmed a few $1,000,000 off him, and he was pissed. So now this bookkeeper, the bookkeeper was deaf, which was considered an occupational benefit because since he couldn't hear nothing, he couldn't testify to nothing in court, you know? So Don's going to go over and talk to him. He's going to bring his attorney because his attorney knows sign language. So they get to the guy's house, and the Don says, "Ask him where he hid my money." So the attorney says, "Where did you hide his money?" And the bookkeeper looks at him and goes, "I don't know what you are talking about." Don said, "What'd he say?" And the attorney says he doesn't know what you're talking about. Don walks over, puts a gun right by his temple and says, "Ask him again." So the attorney's nervous now. He says, "Oh, he's gonna kill you if you don't tell him. Where's the money?" And so the little guy, okay. I'll tell you, it's buried in my backyard behind the shed. Okay. And so Don says, what'd he say? And the attorney looks at him and says, he said, you don't have the fucking balls to pull that trigger. Thank you.
All right, keep it going for Aaron Briggs. Let